y'all. Look at what I done. I broke my pull handle. It's a terrible thing. However, I think I'm capable of fixing it. So Ryobi, a little over 3 years old. Boy, I've run this thing many an hour, or sometimes a day or two in a row. But anyway, I got some cord, and I'm gonna try to do a little video for y'all. Any of you that are interested, to see how it goes. The guy at the repair shop said it take them about 2 hours or so to get in there and do it. So I've never done one, so I don't know what I'm supposed to take apart and leave in place. So it'll be kind of experimental as we go here. And I'll be pretty detailed with it. That way I can tell you what kind of tools and everything you need. There's some little special bits you gotta have to take these screws out. But anyway, I'll turn it around because this is the side the handle's on. I wanted to see that because my labeling blew off on the other side.
So it's the Torx head too. Okay, so these were a torque head right here, right?
This one here's a Torx too. So I got a little flat tip tweaker. It worked. Well, you learn as you go. Do the best you can. That's all you can do. Oh, there's a hole for the. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's the cable hole right there. See it right down there?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta figure out how to get to it. The only way I see it to it is take it off this end.
Fun.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just using best mechanic practices. That's all I can say.
Well, you know, they don't make things that you're supposed to work on these days.
Nope. You have to have all kind of special little stuff. And these things are so small anyway. So I'm just gonna see if we can, we'll see what happens. And if I break it, there's always the shop.
We apologize in advance for the wind.
Yeah, the wind jumps up. We don't know when it's going to jump up. You'll see the trees move a little bit, and all of a sudden you get a big old gust. Just the way it is. It's nature. Just the way you get through things. Okay, got 2 screws here. Over here on the side, there's 2. On each side. That's good engineering. Got plenty of support here for that shroud. This would be your shroud here. Uh-oh, it's loose. Shroud.
So you got to take off the other end, and it's pieced together here.
Screws through here. See, this shroud is covered. This is for support. You got these screws here. And probably some down on the bottom here.
Okay. Why it takes them so long to fix it in the shop?
They know exactly what to do. Me, I don't. I'm having to learn as I go. There's one.
All of this to get to this. Wow.
Auto parts and get some new hose. Yep, got a cut on this side and right there. See that?
Ooh.
Yep, about to come through there. That'd be a bad thing to happen. Let's turn it around. Now somebody's probably saying, you ain't got to do all that. But you know what? This way, there's a bolt in there. There's always one bolt you can get to. I tried. So I know I got to take this off. There's always that one bolt, y'all. You know that. Always that one bolt. And I don't have all the fancy tools. But I think I can do this. Hey, $100. Tug, some rubber there. See, I gotta get to, let me show y'all here. Here's the recoil. There's the hole for the starter rope right there. It's got 3 bolts in it right there. 8mm. Got one right there, and of course there's one back down there. See that little knob right there? See that little knob coming out right there? There's a bolt right in there. And guess what? I gotta pull this plate loose. So I'm gonna see if I can just pop this thing loose and slide it. See what happens. A lot of times when there's a ground wire, I'll put the screw back in when I pull the piece out of the way. That way I don't forget that ground wire and I don't have to worry about marking it where it goes. Sometimes it's okay to put a screw back. I mean, you're not going to be in that area. It looks like there's only 4 of these, but I think that's all I'll need just to be able to lift it. That's pretty sweet, huh? I always like to get the hard bolt first, just in case. Let's see if we can get that joker. Lift that up. There's that. And we'll take the top one out. Come on, you. Okay. There it is. There's the part I gotta have out.
It's all of that to get to that.
Yep. But that's okay. It's in pretty good shape. Get this off now. The rope was on there before was a foot more than that.
Wow.
So it's a pretty long pull rope on it. Okay. Starting to wear there, so if I get this wrapped around there. It's a little added protection of the tree here. Place is starting to chafing. Chafing's always the culprit in a lot of electrical things.
Replace the gas hose right here too.
Yeah, that's a new gas hose, piece of hose. You just got to get a clamp because the hose is not like the diameter that the manufacturer had. It's all like they get at the parts house. We're going to put a little tie wrap on here. A lot of people, why don't you put a tie wrap on the tape? You taped it. Well, over a period of time, that tape gets hot and cold, then it'll come loose. You put a zip tie just to clamp it. There we go. And that'll keep it from coming off. And the wire's protected now. So when I put this thing back together, I'll look up in there with the flashlight and try to stop where these things are going on. It could be I just got to hook it to that or something, give it some space, secure it to that so it doesn't vibrate around. Stay there. The wind out here, guys. It'll just blow it out. Just seal off that end a little bit so it doesn't stand. So you gotta have a knot in it. So put this through here. This rope here might be a little fatter than the other one. Right, yep. All right. Action being super glue.
Uh-huh.
That'll make it hot.
Oh, it's going.
That'll hold it there on that end. I'll do the same thing on the other end. Oh, it fell down in there on its own. Looks pretty good, huh?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Now we got to wrap this. You got to pull this back up here. Because you got to wrap the cord.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't wrap the cord, you're going to break the spring. First I got to measure it. Make sure I don't put too much in there. foot, just in case. I can always cut off the excess if it is too long.
Using the torch again. But the wind's not blowing right this minute.
Okay, there's that, as you can see. Put this up through here. So you got it. The coil, the recoil has tension on it. You just can't turn it backwards the other way. What you do is you wrap the cord around here like this. Because when you pull this thing out, it'll have, you don't want to break the spring. Okay, so I'm just, this little room here is plastic, it's giving. Back in the day when I was a kid, these things were metal. Everything was metal. You didn't have this kind of old Briggs and Stratton. Y'all remember those, don't you? And what we'll do, we'll just give this thing a little bit of boot here when we'll do an extra turn to make sure it pulls up tight like it needs to pull up. It's a pretty good rope. What size it is, I think it's about a 5 or 6 millimeter. I'm not sure. I didn't ask the guy when he sold it to me. I know I ordered some online, it was too fat. I ordered some, it was too skinny. So I just said, I'm giving up. I'm just going to go by the store and buy the right stuff. Sometimes that's all you can do. All right, there we go with that. Now, you want it to be pretty strong when it's pulling down in there. So where's the hole? Thing up though. That should be enough tension. That should be it right there. And I'm gonna put it right here and through the hole, I think. Hang on, y'all. You gotta hold on to this thing, it'll fly back on you. I got just enough tension on it, I think. There we go.
Oh yeah.
It should. Kind of like it's on a little stop there. So it tells me I need to see the difference in the thing.
And don't let go of it because it'll go in there.
It'll take off. You want your handle to be tight here. You don't want it to droop down here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Find out where she kind of stops at. I don't know why it's. Yeah, what it is hitting the rope. The rope's piling up, and it's hitting the rope. That's it right there. I got the handle here, so I can push this up through there. Dang it. Sometimes you get a little knot on the end, a burr. Take some pliers and just squish it down a little bit, round it off a little bit. Here we go.
Nice.
Plenty long enough. Knot right there.
Let me hold it. What you want me to do?
I'm gonna pull a little bit. There you go. Right about there. Should get it. Just tie a little knot. See if we got it pretty close. Because it's starting to rub the housing in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this looks pretty good. Plenty long enough. Get out a little bit more. Got a little bit more room there. I might get another inch of cord on there. Because when these things start wearing, they usually wear around where you pull them out on that back side. This has got to go a ways out. So you know what? I need to leave this. I need to leave this till I put it in. I won't leave the handle on there now because it's got to come. When I put this
that's right.
down in here, it's got to come up to that shield. So I might need that. I might need that part, y'all. Once I put this down in there, this won't be on here, it'll be on the outside here. So it'll be a little ways away. It'll be about that far away. So I might need this for that distance. Because you want as much cord on there as legally you can get without it rubbing right in there. See, you don't want the be over full because it'll rub that housing. Then it's going to cut. Then as I say, you got chafing.
Gotcha.
That's plenty long enough for me to pull on my big old long arms. So we'll slide this thing in here, see if I can get her lined up. Slide it right back down in there. See, that's where it goes right there. It kind of only goes one way. I mean, you know, you could slide it on around, but it's got to line up this hole that's going to come in over here. It's got to come into that outside shroud on this side over here. Now, my hands are big, so hang on a minute. Gotta get down in there. Get screwed. It's all plastic. Pretty easy though. Oh, yeah. I thought it was gonna be harder than what it was. Luckily, I had some tools that fit all these Torx heads. It's just 3 bolts that hold it on.
The hardest one's on the bottom.
Yeah. Don't make it tight yet, not till you get the bottom bolt in there. So, lift this up. You just gotta do it carefully because you still have a lot of wires and stuff. Get back here and look at it. I say snug, then 1/8 of a turn, because it's plastic. And it's got a metal sleeve in that plastic, so you can torque it a little bit. Small bolts, you can ring them off. These are 8mm. Something like this, you gotta be delicate with it. It's in. I'm pretty sure it's in the right spot, but let me check. Trying to see if I'm in the right area. Okay, that's good. We're good.
Sweet.
Okay, I got everything there. I fixed that wire. So let me get this side on here, because this is going to be up here kind of like this. This is going to be over here out of the way. And this thing, I think I'm going to put a little tie wrap to hold this up. Hold this one over here. Put a tie wrap on there a little loose to keep it from rubbing so much. And I've been looking over everything, make sure everything is snug. I'm going to turn it around like I had it the other day to put this side on first, because it'll be out here where I can see it good. One wire connector I had disconnected. It's right there for the fuel tank, for the sending unit, for the fuel level. So I got to hook that back up when I put the fuel tank in. So we'll get this side on there, and then we'll get our pull rope pulled up through here.
Voila.
You don't ever want to force something like that. It's a delicate little thing. You don't want to force it. Okay, that's good there. It slides right under that rubber right there. There's a gasket on that thing. You don't want to put it in the bind and break your ear off. So you got to work it easy. And this shouldn't go cross-thread. It should go nice and easy. You don't tighten down anything. And you start inside out. You start in the center of your piece with plastic stuff, and you work towards the outside. This is your little control switch fixture that sits in the back side of your button for your fuel and all that stuff. It all works harmonious together. So you ain't got much clearance in there. That thing comes over kind of like that a little bit. All right, next thing is we're gonna put this in. It's plenty long. There we go.
Oh yeah.
I'll untie this and put my knot here. That'll make up that difference. Yeah, see, that's about the same. Put my knot right there and we'll be good. If it starts to wear right here, do like I did before. I shorten it 3 times. 3 lengths, and that's about all you can do. Then finally the last time it broke. You gotta untie this. This is gonna be tricky. I gotta untie my knot. So, what do you do in a situation like that? So, well, I'm gonna untie my knot way out here. I done melted that in, knowing that I was probably gonna have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I got my knot just to be on the safe side. I might have to shorten this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. What I'll do is I'll put a little tie wrap right there. Pull that over there. That looks all good. Nothing rubbing that I can see. You want to check all your stuff in there, y'all. Make now this easy for you. for your boots and stuff. There's a little tab right there. You get the, come here, you. We got fuel flow. We just check that.
He's making sure there's nothing pinched. Putting the face on. There we go, folks.